Welcome to all. This is R. Sivakumar, Assistant Professor of English, JJ College of Arts and Science, Pudukkottai. Today we are going to sing a poem, 13 Ways of Looking at a Blackbird, written by Wallace Stevens. Stevens was born on October 2, 1879. Died in August 2, 1955. He educated at Harvard University and New York Law School for his LLB. He is a poet, lawyer, insurance executive. He associated with the literary movement of modernism. Now we are going to see the poetic lines and its explanation. Among the 20 snowy mountains, the only moving thing was the eye of the blackbird. Picture an oriental image, snowy peaks, peaceful landscape, and a blackbird moving its eye. This opening stanza is haiku-like in form and certainly has an element of Zen in it. I was of the three minds, like a tree, in which there are three blackbirds. The speaker relating to the blackbird in a psychological manner. Note the simile like a tree, which suggests a family tree or the tree of life. Three is often associated with the Trinity. The blackbird wheeled in the autumn winds. It was a small part of pantomime. A couplet, unrhymed, but with assonance and alliteration, which brings the texture to the language. The blackbird wheeled in the wind, suggesting the special act of flight, which is comedic and entertaining. The word pantomime derives from the British culture. The panto is performed each year at Christmas time. A man and a woman are one. A man and a woman and a blackbird are one. A quatrain, short and longer lines alternating, featuring a man and a woman who are one man, one entity in one relationship, joining them in a blackbird, a three-in-one situation. Thus, unity reflects the idea in basic Eastern philosophy in which humans and nature are all part of the great whole. I do not know which to prefer, the beauty of inflection or the beauty of indolence, the blackbird whistling or just after. First person again, the speaker addicted to whether it influence. So, which it is pure sound or a sound of cough remark which has to be evaluated. Compare this with the whistle of the blackbird as the speaker listens, or the silence which immediately follows. The speaker has to then think about whether he enjoyed the whistling or not. Icicle fills the long window with barbaric glass. The shadows of the blackbird crossed it to and fro. The mood transcend in the shadow and indissoluble gas. The blackbird has come down from the mountains, and the tree and us now flying around the house. There is a window, at least, so we know that humans live there and that the bird lives close to the human or visit them. O thin man of Adam, why do you image golden birds? Do you not see how the blackbird walks around the feet of a woman about you? The thin man or we may never know, but they came from Adam and were imagining golden birds. This question by the speaker, in fact, this stanza is only one which question in it throughout the whole poem. Who suggests that this is unnecessary? Why? Because the blackbird is available, a local bird, down to the earth, found to be walking around a woman, which is a pleasing thing to do because it shows they are not frightened and are at one with them. I know noble accent and lucid, inescapable rhymes, but I know too the blackbird is involved in what I know. Here the speaker is sure of his perception and expression of will. He listened to the blackbird's whistle and it turn knows that blackbird also must listen. The word involved is open to discussion. The bird cannot know as the human know, but could know that human knows it is their whistling way. In this presence, knowing him to be there. When the blackbird flew out of sight, it marked the edge of one of many circles. There is a blackbird flying off, as they do, fast and blurry, off into the undergrowth over a glimpse of trees. Suddenly it's gone, seen no more. What is the edge? And where are the circle? Where is the edge and what are the circle? Well, we have to imagine a series of invisible arc making up the world of the blackbird, making up the natural order. At the sight of blackbird flying in a green light, even the birds of Ephony would cry out sharply. A bird is a madam, head of a dubious house, a betrothal. Whistle Ephony is some sound pleasing to the ear. But the two together, you have an idea to the leak sensitivity. Anyone can be influenced by blackbird flying into the green light. He rode over Connecticut in a glass coach. Once a fear praised him, in that he mistook the shadow of his equipage for blackbird. This stanza also echo another of Stevens' well-known poem, The Anecdote of a Jar, where a simple jar placed on a hill changed the whole perspective of the landscape, and it related with the speaker. Likewise, the light of what has gone on the poem previously, the male psychological state, is it, isn't it? What else should be? It is glass, it is fragile, and he doesn't know the difference between what is real and what is not. This produced fear, but he appeared to have gotten over it. The river is moving, the blackbird must be flying. The sort of all 13 and unrhymed couplet and relates strongly to the first stanza and the movement which the landscape. In this stanza, however, it is the river that is moving, and this motion triggered throughout in the mind of the speaker. If the river moves, so the blackbird is flight. I was even all afternoon. It was snowing, and it was going to snow. The blackbird sat in the cider limbs. The spy lines take the reader back to the wintry landscape. Similar, we imagine to that the first, so the circle is complete. Winter to winter, snow to snow, blackbird to blackbird, and so on. Time is blurred. It seems like evening, even though it is afternoon. It is snowing and will likely snow again. The use of the past was given this last stanza a slightly unreal tone, as if the speaker is looking back, leaving the world of the blackbird for the last time. Conclusion. Not at all straightforward. Stevens liked to keep his readers at a distance, saying that a poem should basically resist the intelligence and make a reader walk. This poem certainly does that, but it also enlightens, delights, and leaves you quietly pondering the nature of the bird existence. His use of simple language to convey complex feelings. His eccentric, loose interlines, the magical way he takes the reader into the subject and then leaves them to fathom the exist tragedy themselves. Here, there is so much for the reader to take on board. Thank you, one and all.